Hi guys. I know I said that I was going to update on Monday, but I have actually had some recent developments and I wanted to keep you guys updated. I have been what I thought was contractions since Monday. And the reason I say what I thought was because with my son I had what was called an anterior placenta, which means my placenta was in the front of my, I'll show you. Like the placenta was right here and the baby was behind my placenta. Um, so I didn't feel a lot of movements on the outside. His heartbeat sounded different. And he was just low in my stomach. This one I have an posterior placenta, which means that it is basically in the back of the baby and the baby is in front of it. Last time I checked, it was directly in the center of the back of my uterus. So that means I have baby out front. And I feel her, the heartbeat sounds, I feel her all the time. I can see her move all the time. Um, the heartbeat sounds different. It's more of a galloping sound. Whereas with my son, it was more of a whooshing sound because we were picking it up off the placenta. Which means also we do have trouble getting her on the monitor, especially when she wants to be a little brat and move around. So, because of that, she pushes out. And I thought that it was just her pushing out, making it uncomfortable. And then Tuesday, it was getting a little worse. And that's when I noticed that right here, basically where my bump is, was getting really tight and hard. Like, it's pretty much hard right now. And you see there isn't much give to it all the way up. But on my sides, I can push in on my sides. And I wasn't sure if it was the baby or not, but I was getting more curious. And then yesterday, it was kind of the same thing, but it was causing pain. So I went to sleep pretty early last night, and I took a Unisom because I haven't been sleeping well at all. And I was up around 5:30 this morning to go potty, and I had the worst contraction ever. Not just kidding. It was never, but it was pretty bad. And that's when I knew I was definitely having contractions and it wasn't just the baby pushing out, because she was running out of room. So I laid back down, thinking that maybe it'll go away. They were Braxton Hicks, and, with rest and water, they're supposed to go away. And they didn't. I kind of fell back asleep because of the Unisom, but I could tell that I was still having them. Like, I'd roll over and be really uncomfortable, or I'd have to change positions because I'd be having one. At about 10, I was fully awake, and laying in bed, and I counted from about 10:06 to about 10:30. I had over 6 contractions. And I was laying down and they were very painful. So I called my OB and she had me come in. So I went in, she put me on the monitor, of course. And apparently they had the little, because you have one circle that gets the baby's heart rate, and then you have another circle that records contractions. Apparently they didn't have it high enough on my fundal height because they weren't getting any contractions. I mean, they would get some kind of disturbances. So she came in, she checked me, she did a fetal fibronectin test, which is a preterm labor swab. They swab your cervix and your vagina, and it will tell you. It's really good at predicting like 98% chance if it's negative that you will not have your baby in the next 2 weeks. And if it is positive, it does not mean that you're going to have your baby in the next 2 weeks, but you could. It's a 16% chance that you could. So those are really pretty good odds. So she took that, she checked my cervix, and I'm not dilated. And I didn't even ask her if I was effaced. I really wasn't thinking about it. And then she could see that I was getting contractions because she's the one that came in and moved it up a little bit on my, because I'll show you. My belly is pretty round. So they put the one monitor down here for the baby, and they had to chase around. And then they kind of had it like right here. And I don't know why, but it has to be at the fundal height, which is the top. And they had it, so they had it right here, and she moved it up to right here. And then she saw that I was in fact getting contractions. So that was just really, okay, so she did that. And then I got a shot in my hiney. Let me tell you, I don't know the name of it. It's a steroid shot, and it starts with B. But literally, it feels like someone is shooting liquid fire into your butt. It takes 20 minutes to get to my doctor's office, and the whole entire time we were on our way home, my butt was on fire. It hurt to walk, it hurt to sit down, it hurt. But she wanted to give me the shot to help if, for whatever reason, because I was born prematurely and my mom did not carry a baby to term, she wanted to make sure that just in case, she doesn't want to wait till the swab comes back, because the swab will come back tomorrow. It should be back tomorrow. To whether it says yes or no, start it then, because then, it might be too late. So I go back tomorrow morning at 11:30 and have to get another shot in my butt. It's going to be wonderful. And I will get the lab results of the fetal fibronectin test. So, sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm trying to do this and I'm having contractions. So, then she wanted to prescribe me a medicine. And it's called Nifedipal. It's Nifedicalxl. And it's kind of, I don't really know what it is, but I know it's used to treat angina. Also, possible preterm labor and migraines. It will slow down the contractions or stop the contractions, make the contractions more bearable, but it will not stop me from going into preterm labor. If I am going to go into preterm labor, this will do nothing to help it. It will just make having contractions a lot comfortable. And I really just don't know if I want to take it, I guess. For one, you know what it's going to do to my pee? They are red tablets. Red tablets. Yeah, last tablets I had like that, they turned my pee bright orange. But anyways, no, my concern is if they're not going to stop me from going into preterm labor, why am I going to put it into my body, not knowing exactly what it's going to do to my body. But at the same time, I really don't want to go through this pain, because it literally is like having contractions. This is how my contractions started with my son, and I knew I was having contractions with my son. And as time goes on, they just get worse. So, I'm not hospitalized right now because I wasn't dilated when she checked me, but I went in, like I said, at like 11 o'clock this morning, so it was really early. And a lot could have changed during the day. So I will find out tomorrow. I'm sure she's going to check me tomorrow and then give me very strict instructions for the weekend. Sorry. So I'm kind of a little scared. 3 more weeks would be awesome, fantastic, and I made a comment yesterday that I was going to come before July, and I don't know, it just seems like it's coming to haunt me, you know? I'm really sorry guys, but I'm just dying. So I want to start taking these tomorrow, because I do better with taking my pills in the morning than I do at night. And this is also the Nefadical or whatever is substituted for Procardia XL. So I don't know if there's really a difference or what the Procardia is used to treat. So sorry I look rough. I'm tired. And I'm fixing to go take a shower, and then I think I'm going to go to bed because I'm dying. I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on in case something happens. And I have to go to the hospital, or be in the hospital, or be admitted to the hospital. And yes, it is different from my 24-week contractions. My 24-week contractions, there was a little bit of pain, especially in my back that wrapped around my front, felt like a band. But this is more my lower back, my lower stomach, you know, kind of like in the middle of my stomach and radiates to my back. Sometimes it's a burning, stinging pain that just takes my breath away and I can't breathe. And other times it's a pain that just makes me want to slap babies and vomit. So I will keep you guys updated. This is a really scary thing for me to be going through. So, I mean, I'm sure if she's born, she'll be fine, but nobody wants their baby to be born early. So, thanks guys, I just wanted to let you know and keep you updated. So, later.